Hey everybody, Bam Collectibles here, back for another statue unboxing review for you. Today we're going to be diving right into none other than the God of Shinobi himself, Hashirama Senju. If you've been around my channel for a while, you will know one of my favorite all-time studios is Surge. Some might go as far as saying that I'm a Surge fanboy. Guilty. As we see here, the packaging is made of soft foam held together by Velcro straps. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video where I will be comparing Surge's Hashirama versus Tsume's. The main reason I picked this statue up, because I don't usually like to have duplicate statues of the same character, is because someone offered me a great price for my Tsume Hashirama, so I'll be selling that to him directly after this video. Taking a closer look at this very, very heavy base, you'll see a nice explosion coming out of the ground as the base of the wood dragon is coming through the rubble. Overall, this statue went for a very dynamic feel all around. This large cavity here is where the head of the wood dragon will later connect. The rubble or the debris all around the base has a lot of different texturing feel to it, as well as look at all the paint application. You can see some light browns, dark browns, grays, whites. The flat surfaces you see right here will later connect some other wood pieces that accent the base even further. Altogether, there is 7 individual sculpted wood pieces that are used to accent around the base. I'm going to only go through 3 because there's no point. Eventually, it is just a different type of wood. It's all painted somewhat similar. It's always funny when they use wood jutsu in the show because it actually looks like a nice cut piece of lumber that comes shooting out. This piece right here is one of the few that has some debris actually sculpted onto it. This is one of the front pieces, so it makes sense. Great variety of different shades of green, though, all throughout the wood that allow it to not become monotonous and the same thing and just be one flat color. Every piece does have a magnet impacted on the bottom, and there's also magnets in the base that allow all of this to connect together and stay sturdy. I do love how they didn't go over the top with these, and they do accent the bottom of the base very perfectly. Right off the bat, we can see some holes on the front of the wood dragon's nose. Those will later be used to mount Hashirama to him. Inside of the mouth looks pretty awesome. You can see those wooden teeth. He's even got a wooden tongue. Again, with the awesome accenting pieces of debris sculpted all throughout. The eyeball is made of a nice translucent yellow resin. Flipping it around the back, things get a little bit more technical. This piece in the center here is very thick and dense. The black plastic piece there is where the batteries are held. I'm going to go ahead and leave that closed for now. To the left, we see the red and black wire. Those are being fed to the side of the head, where there's a switch that will be able to turn on and off the LED lights. Now, I gotta say, this is one of the coolest, most simple versions of a light switch that you can put on here. It's kind of camouflage with the green paint. The first time you press it, it's bright yellow. Press it a second time, makes it a little dim. And the third will make it strobe. I love when companies go over the top and give you extra options like that so you can display to your preference. I do love how they gave the wood dragon a little bit of personality. You can see his right eyebrow is a little bit higher than the left. Gives him some attitude. Spinning this to the side, you can really see how dynamic of a base that they went for. With it looks like this is kind of curling and popping right out of here. I forgot to mention before that the Surge's round base is pretty standard for them, and they always love to have a red trim that goes around. It's the same for their Akatsuki line as well. We'll go ahead and flip this around to the other side so you can see how that looks. Absolutely stunning. I have no problem admitting to anyone that this is why I am a fan of this studio. This is the side where the power switch is, and as you can see, it blends in so perfectly.
God of Shinobi について語るには木遁極流の術内派と千住についてからだの。
One of the strongest shinobis in all of history, Hashirama Senju. Right off the bat, you can see he's using the ram hand sign just like he did in the video previously. Working our way down to the feet, you can see everything is sculpted and painted absolutely flawlessly. I love the fact that his pants aren't overly textured. Now I want to take a minute to absolutely admire the armor on him. Surge Studio did an incredible job at making it look weathered, beat up, dented. Later you'll see this against Tsume's, and you'll see how theirs almost looks like it was not even used. Just like I said in the beginning, and just like the base, his pose is extremely dynamic with the flaps on the sides going up, his hair. I can't even imagine how much time they spent on sculpting that hair. What's mind-blowing is the fact that his hair is actually made of resin. Resin can easily break. Usually what companies do is they take the cheaper, easier way out, and they use plastic or PVC on there. Close-up look at the head sculpt, and let me tell you, this is why I love Surge Studio. This bad boy done looked like he jumped right out of the show into my hands as a statue. Standing at right around 22 inches tall, like I said, he is a very vertical statue. We'll go ahead and dim the lights in a moment so you can see what these look like in the dark. I will say the LEDs weren't meant to be something to appreciate in the dark, similar to that of like the Kisame statue or Itachi. Oh, did I say Itachi? I haven't done him yet. Maybe I should do him soon. For an edition size, he comes with a golden slate. On there is a silhouette of the statue, and if you look closely, you'll see the edition size. I got a high one coming in at 188 out of 200. Also comes with a stand where you can display it on. Time to compare these bad boys. Here is how they look side by side. As you can tell, Tsume's Hashirama is definitely a more balanced, rounded looking statue. First, I'm going to take the Hashirama figures off so we can see how those look side by side. First off, you can see the left pose seems a little bit more natural, while the right seems over-exaggerated. His neck is almost being like swallowed by his shoulders. In regards to the scrolls on their back, you can see the sizes are very different. I have to say, I think they both kind of got them wrong. Here is a picture from that recent game that released, Shinobi Strikers. Surge's almost feels like it's a little bit too small, while Tsume's is definitely too big. The straps on the back of Tsume's does look nicer though. Now time for looking at these two head sculpts side by side. Tsume's is made of plastic as well as the hair, while Surge's is, as I mentioned before, made of resin. Incoming statue snob alert. If you take a look at this, it looks realistic. Like I mentioned, it pops right out of the show. While this, it just, there's something about it that seems unnatural, again, because it is made of plastic. Are either of these bad? Heck no, they're just some quality differentiations between the two. If you look at the hairline here, something about it doesn't feel right. While if we jump over to the Surge one, you'll see that it's a little bit more natural of a feeling hairline. Lastly, let's take a look at the armor. As I mentioned, the Surge version does look like it's kind of battle-worn, while Tsume's, it has some kind of like scratches on the edges, but overall, it looks like it's in pretty good condition compared to Surge's. I hope through these comparisons that I'm not trying to convince somebody that one's better than the other or worse than the other. They're just two different statues when you get down to the details, and I appreciate and love them both for very different reasons. Tsume Hashirama, you will greatly be missed. Again, the well-roundedness of this piece. I'll never forget when I actually took off of work so that I could catch the Tsume live stream so I could get my pre-order in. That was an unforgettable day. Tsume used to do some great experiences when they would do releases. One of the things I'm greatly looking forward to with owning this Hashirama is the fact that his brother Tobirama is also being produced by Surge, and the pose is not going to be exactly similar to his, but it's going to be another statue that's a vertical piece, and I think they're going to look gorgeous and perfect next to each other. For my own personal reasons, I want to capture the edition size plaque that came with them. He served me very well for many years, and I will forever be thankful for the opportunity to have been able to own him in my collection. Thanks for checking out my video. If you do enjoy this sort of content, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future releases. As always, everybody, do what you love and love what you do.